Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the knowledge. Now, we've all been hearing about the rapper, singer, whatever you want to call him. Kind of weird. But David, there was a body of a missing teenage girl found in the trunk of his Tesla that was impounded some time ago. But it's like he's 20 years old with the identical tattoo that she's had as well. Let's go ahead and roll the clip and see what they found so far.
And now some breaking news on a major story that we've been following. We have just learned the identity of a teen found dead inside of the trunk of a Tesla registered to the singer David. Investigators now say that the victim, Celeste Rivas, reported as a runaway last year, had not been seen since. Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay live now in the Hollywood Hills where the car was abandoned. Sophie.
Mark, a devastating discovery, and that singer David has been performing on tour throughout this investigation. Law enforcement told us previously that he was cooperating, and in fact David was supposed to perform tonight in Seattle, but it appears that that show has since been canceled. The human remains found inside this impounded Tesla in Hollywood have been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the LA County Medical Examiner.
Now, she went missing over a year ago, so what was being done to her all this time? Usually when these young teenage girls go missing, a lot of times they end up being trafficked. So that's probably what happened out of all this time. We don't know if she was being trafficked through Hollywood stars or what, but a lot of times when these girls, these runaways go missing, that's usually what happens. They fall into the hands of predators. You just don't know who they're going to become affiliated with while they're on their runaway excursion. A lot of times they run into the wrong crowd and they end up doing things the unthinkable until, you know, they get into the wrong hands of somebody and end up pretty much deleting them. That's usually what happens to these missing teens.
The same young woman from Lake Elsinore who was reported missing last year. Eyewitness News has learned she ran away from home a few times and returned. She last ran away in the spring of 2024 and had not been heard from since. People who work and live in the Hollywood Hills where the Tesla was abandoned are in disbelief. They identified the woman this morning. She's a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, didn't know that. First time hearing about it.
That Tesla is registered to 20-year-old singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. This all started when the abandoned car was taken to a tow yard in Hollywood. The employees there said a foul smell was coming from the car. Police discovered decomposing human remains wrapped in a bag that we now know belonged to Rivas. Eyewitness News has learned she was found wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow metal bracelet, and metal stud earrings. She also had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh."
Yeah, definitely. It sounds like she was being trafficked. She was wearing those type of clothes. Yeah. Black leggings, tube top. Yeah. Something suspicious was definitely going on. She was being passed around.
I really hope the person gets caught. Feel really bad for, I guess, their family and the victim's family. I don't know, I hope there's some justice after all of this.
The singer has not made any public comments about the case, but he is on a world tour.
Whoa. This guy's kind of weird, but we're not going to make judgments.
And has continued performing throughout this investigation. He's known for his songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me.
Romantic Homicide. Now that even arises more suspicion. After releasing songs like this, and then there's a real homicide in the trunk of one of your vehicles. But what else can happen? Because you know these stars have multiple cars. So maybe he let a friend or a family member borrow the car and they cross paths with this teenager and then they end up doing the crime in a car that wasn't theirs. The car happened to be his. So you figure, because anytime, let's say a car broke down on the road, it's yours, and you just left it on the side of the road, you abandon it. Now, if the car is still registered to you, let's say a homeless person got into the car and they passed out from doing drugs and they end up passing away. Well, when the police get to the scene, you're going to be a person of interest because it's registered in your name. It's your car. So you're a person of interest, even though you had nothing to do with the crime. A random person just got into your car and just passed away from being on drugs. So yeah, it's a few things that could have happened here. Wow.
Now, David is supposed to perform at the Greek Theater on Saturday. I called the Greek. They tell me as of right now, that show is still scheduled. Live in the Hollywood Hills, Sophie Flay, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Sophie.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. You would think it would affect ticket sales. You would think, but I guess not. Because enough people are buying tickets, because you have to sell a certain amount of tickets for the show to go on. If the show isn't, if you don't have too many people buying tickets, they'll cancel the show. So that doesn't seem to be a problem here. So he's doing okay as far as sales are going. But how is he psychologically with this case going on? Because, like, how could you even focus knowing that there's a dead body found in one of your vehicles? It's pretty obvious he didn't really care too much about the car and wasn't using it much. So that's what I'm saying. It's weird. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video, you guys. This is very interesting. So much more to uncover. But we'll just have to wait for the updates. And I'll catch you in the next video.